That's a good start. That's probably our most enticing start yet.
Welcome to Three Guys, Three Questions. In this lightning round, we test the limits of propriety through the questions you ask us, and later we'll follow up on listener questions and comments from previous episodes. This lightning round is brought to you by our supporters on patreon.com. Sign up to get access to exclusive stuff like unreleased episodes, deleted scenes, haikus, and much more. Without further ado, here is our first question. This comes from Gnarly Phelps, who is self-described as the East Coast Suge Knight. This is via Twitter. He asks, "Why am I not in Miami, Florida right now?" I'll take a stab at it first. I believe it could be because of the rising sea levels, which result in frequent flooding where water actually comes up through the storm drains mixed with whatever's been in the storm drains, aka street runoff and sewage. I actually just learned about this last night from Al Gore. Thank you, Al Gore. And it doesn't sound fun. Does that sound fun to you guys? Doesn't sound fun to me.
No, that sounds like one of the worst things.
But here's the problem is there's something worse. If you've ever seen or read the series Dexter, you know that there is a huge amount of serial killers in Miami. Because Dexter only kills serial killers, and he's got someone new every episode, and there's 7 seasons.
So that means serial killer refuse. Serial killer leftover whatever they've
it's going up. It's
they go down there for the warm weather and they stay for the murdering.
Hey, so I got another question. You said Red Dexter. Is Dexter based on a book?
It is.
Okay. Interesting. I did not know that.
It's actually pretty good. Some people say it's better.
Well, I'm sure some people do because that's what some people do with everything.
I could say that about anything. Some people think Hydrox is better than Oreos. Doesn't mean they're right.
Three Guys, Three Question. Have you read the book? It's a lot better.
We should write a book, guys.
Novelization of Three Guys, Three Questions.
We'll just take the show notes and publish them.
So what?
Let me tell you why I'm not in Miami right now, though.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard of the superhero Florida Man?
Yes, I have.
There's no way I'm gonna go to a state that he is in.
Ooh.
He's just, if you've ever read The Antics of Florida Man, you would be frightened. I mean, just away from the entire state.
But one thing to not throw one whole state under the bus, it is a law in Florida that when anything happens legally, it has to be released to the press.
Right.
So the press is able to take everything. So it sounds like the Florida people are really weird, but really it's just we have untapped information.
We also do have documentary evidence from people who lived in Florida who always talk about Florida as someplace they are happy to have escaped. So I've never heard someone who used to live in Florida be like, I miss it.
I'm just trying to be nice here. I just want to make sure we don't, burn any bridges.
Okay, but let me just
unless they're to Florida, then we're going to burn those.
A couple headlines about Florida Man, and you tell me if you want to go to Florida. Florida Man steals BMW after he's told he can't buy it with food stamps. Florida Man performs fire-breathing routine at high school pep rally, 8 hospitalized.
Well, okay, that sounds fun. I don't know. You're actually making it sound more interesting.
Florida man arrested for speeding while on way home poops in back of police car.
Because see, look, I could get away with anything in Florida. Because if all of this
Florida
chaos
man sneaks in the police station bathroom to shoot heroin.
All right, well, let's move on to the next question. This comes from Ryamadon via Twitter. What do you think about hugs versus handshakes? When is one or the other appropriate?
I think just doing both at the same time is appropriate.
Are you talking about doing the handshake and then going in for the hug backpack thing? And
the handshake
the bro backpack.
Yeah, it's the lure into the hug.
Mm-hmm. It says I love you, but I'm afraid of my feelings, so not gonna touch the song.
That one doesn't work in certain circumstances, like have you ever accidentally gone for that one, like with a woman, and you realize your hand is like in not a good place when you go in for the hug because her chest is different?
I don't know what you mean. Like... You need to explain this. I see that as a perk. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay, creeper.
Just
so I'm a hugger. Like if I know you fairly well, then expect a hug. If it's like a business thing, then it's all handshakes. Just keep it professional. But I get really, really offended when I'm like, it's somebody I know and I go in for a hug and they like try to give me a handshake. Like, to me, you might as well just like spit on my father's grave.
I would
like,
just
it's
walk
the most
away.
demeaning thing. It's like, well, you're no longer a human being in my mind anymore. You're useless. You're terrible. So don't ever do that to me. You just accept the hug.
Yeah. For me, hugs are like really special though. Like I only give them out to my favorite people, and it's hard for me to tell.
I think that's wrong.
It's hard for me to tell who I'm gonna hug before I'm in the moment. But like Aaron, I would hug you.
Well, but that's still.
And Andrew, I would hug you also.
Of course, you'd hug me. I'm just like a giant Jello. Like, it's just like.
Are you hugging your Jello?
Yeah, but I don't like the people who they create like a caste system of who deserves and who does not deserve a hug. Like that really makes me uncomfortable because like
I don't want you calling it a system. It's not a system. It's just like based on my gut feeling.
Here's the thing,
on whether or not I want my gut to feel your gut.
Have you ever been in a social situation in which some people got hugs and some people didn't?
Yes, that's like the worst.
It's the weirdest thing ever. You're like, well, this is weird.
Yeah, it's just like such a slap in the face. I don't like it.
It's not that weird to me because like I feel like hugs are that special thing. Like you don't give out your hugs like kisses.
To me, like pretzels. Like to me, that makes it creepy. Like
I agree with Aaron in this case.
People who do that turn a hug into something it shouldn't be. Because then you got to start thinking about, well, what does this hug mean? Why
did I get a hug and that person not get a hug?
Well, no, it's just only certain people get to like invade my personal space.
Everybody can invade my personal space. I don't care.
Here's the problem. What type of hugs are you giving? Adam? Are they like
just normal hugs?
There's a quote from 30 Rock that says this doesn't count as a hug unless it lasts 10 seconds.
Just normal hugs.
Mm-hmm. Well, this could be a whole show in and of itself, so we should probably move on.
Make it a theme for season 7.
The whole hug episode, the hug-isode. Hey,
people like that more than the book episode.
This last question comes from I crap you not, and I forgot to put this is from a text message from Hanan, Miss Hanan. And she asks, what's something you find tasty, but other people think is nasty? Nasty. What do you think is nasty? Or you think it's tasty, but it's nasty?
We should say nasty many more times.
Nasty? I don't like that word.
Yeah, no, I'm just... Anyway.
So like, this isn't unanimously derided by people that I know, but a surprising number of people that I know have like despise Greek yogurt, and I don't understand why, because it's amazing.
But they like regular yogurt.
I don't know. I haven't asked about that. But like, you know how when you find something that you didn't know existed before, and you feel like you are the first person to find it, so you tell everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I do that, pretty much every week with everything.
I hate those people.
So, the week I found out about Greek yogurt, I was like, this is the most amazing thing. And people were like, no, it's gross. I was like, what?
Was this 5 years ago?
No.
This is like even yesterday. Adam, McDonald's is now serving Greek yogurt, right? Like that's how not new Greek yogurt is.
Did you tell everyone and you discovered the Beatles that they should go check them out?
Have you heard of this band, this ragtag crew of Liverpudlians who have these crazy mop hairdo You should check
Don't
them
get
out.
past their name. It's not Beatles like the bug. It's Beat.
Yeah. So when you Google it,
B-E-A-T.
BEAT.
You guys are joking, but I probably did something along the lines of like, "Hey, I just found out about the Beatles. Do you know about the Beatles? You probably know about the Beatles, but talk to me about the Beatles." I probably did something along those lines.
Oh, it's fun. That's fine. Hey, well, what about you, Andrew?
The thing that I find tasty that other people find nasty are olives. Now let me get.
Okay.
I love olives, but here's the thing: I don't like the black canned olives.
Right.
But I like the pitted ones.
Like Greek olives or like the green.
Yeah.
I don't like
Kalamata olives.
I use olive oil when I'm cooking sometimes, but olives, no, thank you.
So we had a bunch of us got together and we had this quote unquote chopped competition. Where we were given ingredients and then we had to make a meal. And then one of these ingredients was the pitted green olives. And I was like, yes, I'm going to freaking eat as many of these before I use them in my recipe. And people were like, these are disgusting. I'm like, no, you are wrong.
No, they're so good. Yeah, I love them too. I like the regular like black California generic kind of olives.
They're all right. I like them on pizza, but I don't eat them raw.
I just actually ate some. Okay,
my pizza, keep them out of my life.
my thing that I think is tasty, but other people don't like is like fermented foods. Like I like
like kimchi,
like kimchi and sauerkraut. And I just for dinner had a fermented, like I like make my own fermented food. Like I'm that guy who's got like a jar of stinky things on top of the fridge. It's like,
I'm sure your house smells amazing.
It actually, you can't smell it at all. It's like in a bottle and it's got, you can't smell it. But it's called curtido. It's like a Salvadorian ferment. So it's like got cabbage and carrots and onions and like oregano. It's like a spicy sauerkraut almost, but it's just like delicioso. But other people are like, people cannot get behind like kimchi and sauerkraut. It just like grosses people out. But
I don't like the idea of it.
You what?
I don't like the idea of it, but I would probably try it if somebody was like, I worked really hard on rotting this lettuce underneath the ground.
That's what I'm going to do next time. I'm going to bring you some. All right. Maybe I should mail it to you. I mean, it's not going to go bad, right?
It might even taste better.
Yeah. I've been rotting it for like a month.
I buried this in the ground for you.
I did my kimchi for like 6 months. It's good. That's when you get it. It starts bubbling because it's fermenting. It's that. Okay, well, before I gross everybody out, let's do some follow-up and feedback. I just wanted to let everyone know because every once in a while people ask me, is there a list of all the questions that have been asked on the show? And there is. Now, it wasn't updated until recently. I went in and I filled in what was missing. If you go to 3g3q.co/questions, that'll pull up the list of questions. It's in a gist. So if anybody wants to actually collaborate on it to add them in the future, I would really appreciate that because it's kind of a pain in the butt. And for the last 2 seasons, I have like the episode links so that you can go to the episode links. But I think it'd be fun to add the timestamps, of the questions and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to help, it's on GitHub, so you can you can collaborate. You can pull your Git, your brew, sudo install. I don't know any of that stuff.
What else do you use GitHub for?
What else do you use GitHub for? For collab?
What do you use GitHub for?
Nothing. This is the only thing I have on GitHub. This is it.
Oh,
this is
okay.
my only thing. So yeah. So if you ever like wonder if the question's already been asked, you can check that out. Next thing is let's talk about Sunsetting Season 6. We're reaching the tail end. After this, we've got how many? 2 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I wrote that down. 2 episodes. So next
That's
week,
what I was looking at.
Next week there's going to be a full episode on Monday and a full episode on Thursday. No lightning round. That's going to end the season, and then we're going to resume in May with Season 7. Yeah. Bear season 7.
No one knew what that was.
I'm gonna do this voice for season 7 the whole time.
Oh, you just want me to punch your teeth out, and then you can make that voice all the time.
This is the voice of someone who's already lost all their teeth.
That's okay. Never mind.
I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
I am.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't sound like you believe it.
What?
Like, I'm kind of proud of us, and I'm kind of sad. Like, what else could I be using these hours for? And then I realize there's nothing better that I could do with my time than making people happy.
No, I don't think there is. Or making them upset. You know, sometimes that's what we do.
Yeah. Or getting in fights.
Just basically, we're here to make people feel.
How about breakfast ketchup?
Breakfast ketchup is. Oh, I'm so glad we can put that behind us, and we'll
I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
Yeah, and what's cool about season 7 is it's gonna kick off with episode 100. So, we haven't really figured out what we're gonna do for that, but I promise we're not gonna do a clip show because
we could do 100 questions.
That's exactly what people want to hear.
It'll be a 10-hour episode.
100 questions.
It'll be a 100-hour episode with 100 questions.
We divide it up evenly, though. We'd have to get like 3.33 repeating threes questions each. I don't know how to pull that off. Yeah, so stay tuned to that. And you might be wondering, well, what am I do without like a whole month of your guys' beautiful dulcet tones with your wonderful podcast, your wonderful show. What should people do?
They should listen to our old episodes. They should tell their friends about our upcoming episodes.
They should also think of some questions to ask us.
Yeah.
Right.
They could subscribe to our Patreon, or maybe save up some money to subscribe when season 7 starts.
Yeah, start digging through your couch. Spend a month digging through all your furniture. That should
Every
probably
month.
turn up enough for like about a whole year. So
yeah, so like you'd find all of your spare change, and you would have probably dusted a little bit, I'm assuming. So
well, so speaking of listening to our old episodes, we're starting to do this thing where at the end of or the beginning of a new season, we take the oldest season and we put it into the Disney vaults.
We don't know why Disney is letting us do this.
Yeah,
They've given us a corner.
Yeah, it's
Just
in
a
there.
corner
It's in
in.
there with Fox and the Hound and
Song of the South.
Aristocats and Song of the South, which they will never let out again. But it's not technically like hidden away from people, so it's going to be available to Patreon people. I'm actually putting together a little package of the season 2 and season 3 and stuff like that for people. You'll notice that season 2 is no longer available. It hasn't been since the beginning of this season. So, the month of April is a good time to listen to season 3 before it goes away. There's some great stuff from season 3. We, what's in season 3? We talk about the Wolverine room.
Oh yeah.
That's
Wolverine.
like,
That was forever ago. I have no idea what I was doing in my life during that season.
The Wolverine room, we changed, like, I'm going to pull up a list right now of stuff that I'm going to pull up the questions list and we'll see what we did in season 3. What's the dumbest thing you ever said to a girl? That was
Everything I've ever said to a girl is the new dumbest thing.
What's a movie or TV show that you like that everyone hates? If how do you want to use your 15 minutes of fame?
Man, we had good questions in season 3.
You're forced to get a giant chest tattoo, but your 15-year-old self has to pick what it is a tattoo of. What's your tattoo?
I remember
That's a good
that one. That one was great.
Yeah, these are some good questions. So that's what you have to look forward to. Well, and I don't know. You guys have anything else before we're done with this lightning round?
Nah, just still talk to us next month.
Yeah, still hashtag engage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Follow me on Twitter. And Aaron and Andrew too, I guess.
Yeah,
but
follow
mostly
Adam on Twitter. He's at Aaron LM Goodwin.
No.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Would you like us to cover your quandary or settle a debate? You can send your questions to us and we'll provide answers as deep and meaningful as the ones we just gave. There are several ways to send your questions. Tweet your question with the hashtag Ask3G or leave a voicemail or text at 760-881-4382 or submit it via Tumblr. Until next time, remember to question everything.
Everything.